Let me share something fascinating about human beings. We are incredible storytellers. We can narrate stories just about anything and everything, from a tiny blade of grass to the far end of the galaxies. But we just don't restrict stories about the world. We also tell stories about ourselves. And often, when we repeat these stories enough number of times, they begin to limit the boundaries within which we live. Let me share a story with you all. There was a lion cub which was raised in a sheep pen. The lion grew up bleating, grazing, dodging wolves, but never roaring, never hunting. Do you know why? Because the lion cub kept telling a story to itself. I am a sheep. You know that cub? That's you, that's me. We are all living in a cage of our own making. I am here today to expose the most dangerous story that you tell. It's about you. Psychologists call this as internal narrative. They are stories that we keep repeating to ourselves. They were formed long ago based on some past experiences, and they get so cemented within us that our brain begins to believe that this is the absolute truth. When we start believing that this is the absolute truth, some of these stories end up becoming self-fulfilling prophecies. A very famous neuroscientist, Dr. Joe Dispenza, has very clearly explained this phenomenon. He says that repetitive thoughts release chemicals to our brains that wire these stories to form a reality for us. Now, here's the thrill. These stories are not facts. They are completely 100% editable. A recent UCLA study actually showed that when we begin questioning our self-narratives, when we begin to rewrite our stories, the risk of depression falls by 30%. We begin to have more resilience, we are more self-motivated, and we can face challenges head-on with clarity, conviction, and confidence. Now let's get right to the point. How do we rewrite this story? 3 steps right now. First one, be kind. Listen to yourself without judgment. Pause for a moment and ask, what's going on in your head? What is the story that is playing behind? I'm not a risk taker. I'm not leadership material. I cannot do public speaking. Catch them all. Do not judge. Be brutally honest and sit with them. Feel the emotions that come with them. Experience your emotions to the fullest and hold there. Step number 2. Challenge with evidence. Ask, what's the proof? What's the counter proof? What are the hard facts that back up my stories? What are the hard facts that counter my stories? Become a detective who is trying to debunk a really bad plot twist. Just debunk everything. Step 3, the most important and the most exciting one. You get to edit your chapters, you get to change your script, you get to update your narrative, you get to add new things, you get to rewrite your story. And when you rewrite your story, repeat it to yourself. Think it, speak it, feel it, live it, internalize it, so that the new truth for you will be these reinforced, rewritten stories. Not too long ago, I believed I was not being too assertive. And then I decided to take a step back. I took an intentional pause, sat with my observations. I challenged all the evidences that backed up this story and went against it. And I realized I was being selectively assertive. That was my aha moment. And then I decided to rewrite my story. I told myself, how can I be intentionally assertive in all circumstances? So, you're not a protagonist who's stuck. You're an author with a pen in your hand. The story you told yourself yesterday has gotten you here, but you're under no obligation to be the person you were 5 minutes ago. So I welcome all of you to become incredible storytellers of your life. Rewrite your stories so that you can build a new version of yourself and take the world head on.